Hey Wilderness Athletes, I hope you really enjoyed this intro to CrossFit that we've been doing. We're continuing that this week. We got Andrew here who is going to show us a little bit more about the CrossFit culture and what to expect from a CrossFit class. So we're talking about scalability and why is CrossFit so good at doing scaling workouts for the very experienced person to the beginner.
So what people can expect when they come to a CrossFit class is everything's done in a group setting. So we do everything from the warm-up together, make sure everybody's moving correctly, safely. And then usually we do some kind of strength or skill. That can be anywhere from an Olympic lift, like a deadlift, a clean. It could be a gymnastic move, like toes to bar, pull-ups. It could even be a cardiovascular movement, such as running or rowing. After that, we do a WOD, which is our high intensity training, or Metcons. So that's our workout of the day. That's what WOD stands for. And again, we bring everybody together. We show them the movement standards. If people are unable to do a movement for whether it be lack of mobility or lack of strength, then CrossFit does a great job doing scaling the workout. So that way the member or the fitness participant can have intensity.
Right. So you have RX, the prescribed workout, and then you have the scaled version for those who are just kind of looking.
And I would say about probably 80% of the athletes for the day will scale the WOD.
Right.
And usually gyms, depending on the level of the gym or how many RX athletes they have, usually definitely probably less than half the athletes are going to actually RX the WOD, allowing a lot of scalability room within that workout of the day.
Because you want them to finish the workout. You want them to finish that.
So you know you're scaling correctly when everybody's finishing around the same time. So if you have a workout and the RX are finishing in 5 minutes and then everybody else is finishing in 15 minutes, then they didn't scale to the right ability. Right.
So for these two workouts, we're going to have the top 3 participants who send in a video of them doing the workout. The top 3 times for RX and scaled are going to get a paleo protein of their choice and a hydrate and recover, compliments of Wilderness Athlete. So send those in. If you have any questions, please contact us at wildernessathlete.com.
Boom. Okay, so the standard for the deadlift is going to be, you want to be about hip width with your feet. You're going to get close as you can to the bar. You're going to hinge at your hips, and we want your hips lower than your shoulders. So just going to go a little lower. We want to keep the bar close to your body. Hips and shoulders are going to rise at the same rate till the bar hits knee. Once the bar hits knee, hips are going to come forward to full hip extension. So this is a standard for a movement. Being in a nice neutral position, lower bar the same position all the way down to the ground. Variation movements is going to be a kettlebell deadlift. Again, same concept. Hips and shoulders rise at the same rate. And just getting to full extension of the hips. So on the finish, if he's in line, shoulders, hips, ankles, then he's reached full hip extension. Another variation is going to be, if you don't have a kettlebell, you can use a dumbbell. So just a basic dumbbell deadlift. So again, based off your abilities, based off your strength, maybe mobility, we might have an athlete scaled down using the different movements. So that's good. Jesse's keeping the weight close to his body. Hips are lowering, hips, shoulders rising at the same rate. Awesome. So the next movement we have is a pull-up. So the standard for the pull-up is going to be full extension of the arms, making sure chin goes over bar, all the way again to full extension. So that's going to be 1 repetition. Okay. How we're going to scale a pull-up, if you're unable to do the pull-up, whether it be lack of mobility or strength, we have ring rows. So rings are going to be set up about hip height. We're going to step directly underneath the rings, falling back into full extension of the arms, and we are going to try to stay as tight as we can in the tummy, bringing rings all the way to the body. Bringing rings all the way to the body. There you go. Good. So again, notice Coach Jesse's keeping his body nice and tight. If you need to scale this even more, what we can do is walk back. So the further we walk back, the easier that pull becomes. Again, you can even make this real challenging and walk forward, walking your feet forward. Don't overestimate the power of the ring row. So this becomes very challenging, almost an inverted pull. So next movement is a box jump or box step up. So the standard for a box jump is going to be a 2-foot takeoff, landing on the box with 2 feet, and then finishing with full hip extension at the top. So however we want to get back down the box, whether it be a step down or jump 2 feet to 2 feet, it's up to you. Scaled down version is just going to be a step up, single leg, full hip extension at the top, and then back down. And then I always tell the athletes to alternate legs, that way there's just balance right left.
RX version, 24 inches.
For today's work, or yes, for the workout today, RX is going to be 24 inches for males, 20 inches females. So this is 24 inches for males, this would be 20 inches. So again, maybe an athlete can't jump the whole 24 inches. You know, I always recommend to, if they want to RX it or have higher intensity, just jump at a lower height rather than going immediately to step ups.